I've spent the last like 30-45 minutes looking at like YouTube and Twitter to find something to talk about in regards to video games or whatever, and I can't find anything for the life of me. So instead, I'm just gonna do what I did yesterday and play more Gambit to complete some of these seasonal challenges. But hello and welcome back to the channel, and yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be playing more Gambit today. I think these challenges, the ones that I have to do, where are they? Yeah, this is probably the one that's gonna take the longest out of the two that I'm doing right now for Gambit. I was using the new exotic auto rifle from the season pass, but I figured using Sweet Business with War Rig would probably be easier. And then for the hand cannon, I'll probably use Sunshot, maybe, just because it causes explosions. And then maybe I'll use Symmetry for the Scout. Scout's gonna be difficult. Scouts are always annoying to do for Gambit kills because all the enemies have so much health. But yeah, I guess one thing I can talk about in regards to Destiny specifically is that the showcase for the Final Shape expansion is going to be on the 22nd of August, so we still have a little bit ways to go, like a month and a half basically. Also, I just realized before I started recording that it is Bungie Day as of the date of me recording this. It is currently the 7th of July, which is the 7th month of the year. So that's funny. But yeah, I just want to see what it's gonna be like at all. I think that's what we're all waiting for, basically, to see like how much are they going to deliver, and are they going to deliver the things that people want, or deliver things that people would want. But yeah, there's a number of things. I talked about it in my last video, but there's a number of things that have been rumored / leaked that I'm not going to talk about. But there's like one or two things that if they're true, one thing mainly, if it's true, I'm going to be kind of disappointed. But like 99% of the other things, if they end up being true, would be really cool. So I guess we'll just have to wait and see, I guess. Some of the stuff is even like pertinent to like next season and the season after that, even before the actual expansion comes out. But yeah, I will say there's one thing. It's like, you know, you can give props to Bungie. One, their art team almost never misses, especially their environment art team. The music team kills it 99% of the time, and funnily enough, the marketing team also for the trailers. Why is the screen flickering like that? But the marketing team, especially the people who make all the trailers for everything, it's like, and the Vidocs and stuff, it's like they know how to make like such entertaining and like actually fun to watch trailers that make their game look super fun. It doesn't really serve any purpose to like justify anything. It's just, you know, I guess in times where sentiment is not at, you know, the most positive, you know, there are aspects of the game and of the IP that are, you know, mostly positive. God, I love Sweet Business. That was cool. Oh no, somebody on the enemy team tied with 12 Mo's. That's sad for him. Wow. These guys are getting shot on. This is kind of sad. I kind of wish Sweet Business like kept its spin. Like if you stopped shooting for a little bit, like it wouldn't immediately reset. Like maybe it would like slowly wind down and pick up from wherever you press the button again. I'm not even sure if that made sense, but in my mind it did, so. Oh my god. I didn't see him. I wasn't even looking at my screen. That's upsetting. Die. Wow. Alright, well, this is going poorly. I did not expect my team to get completely annihilated. And to be fair, I also got annihilated because I literally wasn't looking at my screen. Gambit is a game mode. That's all I have to say about this. He was up there, come on. What a loop. That's deeply upsetting. Of course, I ran on the side that he was conveniently at. If we make a comeback from this, I'll be astonished. I don't think I have Kinetic Sypha on. Whoops. That would probably help with the orb gathering for my other challenge. Alright, I'm gonna try this and I'm probably gonna get immediately murdered. That's 2. Wow. Alright, well, that worked out. I mean, there's no way we're gonna win. They have so many... Their multiplier on their primeval damage is probably so high already. But you know, I did what I could, and that's all that matters. Oh, we got invaded again. That's upsetting. Usually the invader's really aggressive, so I'm surprised I haven't seen him even though he just got here. Wow, that's crazy. I've never heard that voice line before. That's funny. If you could not do that, that'd be great. Will we get another chance to invade? How are they invading again? That doesn't make sense. Oh, that's bad. I can't even tell what this person is. Ow. Hello. That's fair. How have they not won yet? There we go. Jesus Lord. Congratulations, you won because you invaded 65 times. You're so good at the game. You know, I actually had pretty decent matches in Gambit yesterday when I played for my video. And today is not reminiscent of that at all. I'm trying to think, what upcoming games are there coming out that I'm really excited for? I'm actually excited about Starfield, surprisingly enough. I saw that one video where they had at the Xbox showcase where they showed a bunch of like stuff about the game. So yeah, I wasn't excited about that game to like begin with, but then I saw that video, I was like, oh, I'm actually interested in this now. So that'll be cool. Although weirdly enough, I heard that there aren't like aliens in the game, like friendly aliens. They're like enemies, like monsters in the game, but there's not like alien races in the game, which is odd to think about. But I mean, not every like space sci-fi setting has like aliens in it, I guess. There's also the DLC for Elden Ring that's coming out at some point. I don't know when that's gonna come out because like obviously it's gonna have to be like a relative to the main game like most of their DLCs are. But like Elden Ring is already such a big game. It's like, how big does the DLC have to be for it to feel like it's part of the same game? I don't know. I just hope it's like sizable enough to like satiate people, because that game is already huge as shit, and the idea of adding more content to it is like ridiculous. But I'm super excited for it. I'm trying to think. I don't know what other stuff is coming out. I mean, there's the Final Shape, obviously. Which I don't remember when the expansions come out now, because they've been delayed and like the dates have had to been moved several times already. Hello? Teammates, please? Wow, I can't believe the deposited that. What is my team doing? These two guys have been over here this whole time and they have like 5 modes combined. What is happening? Alright, they're literally doing nothing but setting knights over here. Alright, I may need to... Oh, somebody invaded already. Okay, well... I wanted to thunder crash the enemy team, but that's fine. It would have been funny. Well, at least he didn't completely fail, utterly, and embarrass himself. So, you know, that's good. Good for him. I'm glad for him. No fucking way. He had Izanagi's. That's so upsetting. No! I literally did the only thing I could do to possibly try and salvage that at all whatsoever, and it fucking got instantly countered. That is in fact what we call a massive L. I should have used yesterday's thumbnail for this video, good lord. Oh, also, I totally forgot to mention at all while I was actually playing the game that I recently played Risk of Rain 2 again after not playing it for a very long time, and yeah, that game is so fun and it's easy to just like turn your brain off. It's crazy. I downloaded the game and bought the DLC. The DLC was on sale. I already had the game, and yeah, I just started the game and like, you know, changed all the settings to what they were supposed to be on my computer, and I just played a quick like test game, and I played as one of the characters that I don't normally play, and I ended up playing for like almost an hour. It was crazy. That game is literally like brain draining in like a good way. Also, the soundtrack, if you know anything about Risk of Rain 2, you probably know this already, but the soundtrack in that game is phenomenal. Oh my god, it's so good. Maybe I'll use it for the background of my videos depending on what kind of music I can find for it, because there's like really intense music that might not be suitable for like just background music, but we'll see. I need to look through that game's OST because it's so good. Maybe I'll make a video on that at some point, maybe tomorrow, we'll see. Although it's probably gonna have to be a bit longer depending on how long I decide to play it. But before I go, I really want to look up what games are coming out soon. Also, I totally glossed over it while I was talking, but I just realized that I actually need, where is it? I need 2 more kills with my auto rifle to be done with this. I couldn't get 2 more kills in that one game, so now I have to do it in the next one. Oh yeah, I totally forgot about Exoprimal, that Capcom freaking dinosaur horde shooter PvP PvE game, that weird ass game. Yeah, I forgot. There was an open beta a while ago, and I added it to my library, but I never actually ended up downloading it and playing it. I don't remember what I was playing at the time, but I wanted to do that, whatever it was, instead of playing Exoprimal. I'll be really interested to see how that game does, because like from what I remember, it's fully priced, so I mean, I'll be astonished if that game does like significantly well. I don't think the game is bad or anything from what I've seen, but it's just, it seems like a very niche type of game. Oh yeah, there was I forgot, Remnant 2 comes out this month as well, Remnant from the Ashes. I remember I saw a video from SkillUp, I think it was, who basically he got like early hands-on time with the game, and everything that he showed and everything that he said about the game seemed really good, and I'm very excited for that game to come out. I think the biggest thing for me is that, one, there are actual like classes in the game that like dictate like your character's build and how they actually play throughout the entire game, whereas the first one was more like kind of like Dark Souls, where your starting class is like you get starting stats and preset gear at the beginning, but if you want, you can like spec into whatever it is that you want if you know what you're doing. But yeah, Remnant 2 is gonna actually have like dedicated classes and like specific playstyles. That should be really fun, you know, people specializing in specific things, especially if you're playing in a group. Also, the biggest thing to me was that like the graphical leap compared to the first game. The second game looks like so much more detailed, and in my opinion, it looks a lot better and easier to look at. I don't hate the first game's art style or anything, but like sometimes it just gets like grating to look at that game. And that sounds really bad, but it's just like a lot of the environments like look the same, especially like the desert ones. Maybe I'm just not a fan of desert environments, which is ironic because I live in a desert. But yeah, everything in terms of the graphics and the gameplay, Remnant 2 looks really, really promising. From what I know, everything about the first game and like the content that they released afterwards was all pretty much good for the most part. So it's nice seeing like a smaller studio releasing like AA games that are like, for the most part, universally praised and not buggy pieces of crap. But yeah, that's a game that I'm definitely looking forward to. And then we have Armored Core in August, and then we have the Final Shape showcase in August as well. Lies of P comes out in September. I actually played the demo for that on stream like a few weeks ago. For the most part, I really enjoyed it. There's some things about like the combat doesn't feel as good as like a FromSoft game to me personally, but I mean, that's not, to be fair, they've literally like had that nailed for like the past almost decade and a half. That is a small gripe with the game that I do have, but other than that, you know, that game looks really cool as well. There's Mortal Kombat 1, Payday 3, which is something that I'm really excited about because we'll have a Payday game that was made on an engine for actual first-person shooters and not a racing game. The Cyberpunk DLC also comes out in September. I have a playthrough of Cyberpunk currently on my computer, but I might just wait until the DLC comes out and then I'll replay it again, just because not only is the DLC going to be added, but they're also like overhauling a whole bunch of like game systems and stuff that apply to the entire game. So it might just be worth to not play it until that comes out. Oh yeah, the Lords of the Fallen game comes out. I don't know. So I know the first game is not good, apparently. Is there a second game? I think there is, and I think if there is a second game, I think I heard that it was actually pretty good. But yeah, I remember seeing like little tidbits, like trailers for the new one that's coming out in October. Yeah, if that's good, that'll be super cool, because I mean, I love fantasy games, I love Souls games, so I mean, it's cool to see other studios like, you know, put their own spin on it and everything. Spider-Man 2 comes out in October as well. Sadly, I don't have a PlayStation 5, so I'm not going to be able to play it until however many years it takes for them to put it on PC. Which thankfully, they've been consistent about putting their games on PC a few years after they come out. So, you know, I am thankful for that. I have the original Spider-Man game and Miles Morales on my PC, so I need to play those at some point. I need to finish the first one. And then the Metal Gear collection comes out in October as well. I'm so excited for that. The only Metal Gear game that I've ever played was Metal Gear 5 on my Xbox, whenever that came out in like 2015 or whatever. And that game was really cool. However, I got the feeling that like it was probably like I don't know how to say this, because the story is obviously like very Metal Gear and whatnot, but obviously it's very unfinished. So Metal Gear 5 and Metal Gear Rising Revengeance are the only games of the series that I've ever played, so it'll be nice to finally be able to play those games after hearing about them for so long. Yeah, maybe I'll make videos on that. Maybe I'll stream them. I don't know. Maybe if I have the time to do both. I still want to make videos, but also want to stream games that I want to play occasionally. But yeah, Metal Gear collection in October. It's gonna be super cool. Anyways, that's enough rambling on the Orbit screen. I was gonna play another game, then I decided against it because I want to keep what little left of my sanity that I have left. I also don't feel like getting immediately invaded every 30 seconds, so yeah, if you for some reason enjoyed the video that you just watched, liking the video and subscribing to the channel would be much appreciated. It helps out a lot. And yeah, later.